The Experience Church exists to help people far from God find new life in Christ. Our mission has always been to help make people fully devoted followers of Jesus. It's never been about religion. It's always been about relationships.
When we started TE Church in 2010, our desire was to do something different, to have a church that was less interested in where you've been and more interested in where you're going, to create the perfect place for imperfect people. And we've seen that dream come alive over the past 8 years, but here's the thing, we're just getting started.
The church is so much more than a building. The church is people, and we care about people. Not only the people that are already in here, but also the people that are still out there.
The Experience Church is passionate about people because Jesus is passionate about us. We are radically generous because Jesus is radically generous. Because He meets us where we are, we can meet them where they are. Outreach is just that. It's being radically generous, meeting people where they are, and showing them who Jesus is. In the valley, the homeless population often goes unseen, and many do not see the need to lend a hand, but we saw that. Recently, we had the opportunity to be radically generous for this population.
Today, on this beautiful day, we have the Experience Church volunteers helping with our residents at our residential building for the Greater Wheeling Coalition for the Homeless, helping our residents get motivated, helping us clean our main areas, clean their apartments, taking them to get haircuts, providing food for breakfast and lunch. It's been going well. The place looks beautiful. It's a great experience, and I'm glad you guys are doing it. But this is a great thing that's happening. We really appreciate it.
We got to spend the day pampering them by taking them to get their haircuts, while a team of volunteers cleaned their spaces. We got to take them to a local restaurant and just hear their stories. There was a young woman who was really unsure about who we were and what our intentions were. She was shying away from our cameras, and I was able to talk to her and hear her story, and she told me that most people who call to help them never really show up. And she actually apologized for not wanting to be in front of our camera because from her experience, she believed that we were just showing up to take a few pictures and then leave again. Outreach is so much more than just spending a few dollars on something or cleaning a room, but it's showing those who feel invisible, unheard, and unloved that we see them, we hear them, and we love them. We got to do that for 13 people, but there are still so many people in the valley who are longing to feel a love like that, a love like Jesus. And that is why TE Church exists. This is who we are.
When you see a project like this happen, you can't help but to feel empowered to be able to make a difference in someone's life. To know that our church is reaching people is exciting, and we can't stop here. That's why we started Building Hope.
Building Hope is a campaign to build a new multi-purpose facility that will allow us to extend our reach in the Ohio Valley. It will enable us to create more spaces for new faces, more parking places, and an expanded area for our growing student movement. But it's so much more than bricks and mortar. It's about life change.
Being on staff, we have the privilege and the opportunity, more than most, to see the fullness of what Building Hope is all about. But when we have those moments that we get to see the rest of our church standing with us, we see them passionate about the dream that Building Hope is, it makes that dream a reality. And that is why we will continue to chase God by building hope in our community, in our church, and in our relationships. And we will never stop.